It just keeps getting worse and worse for USO stock. Just a week after RBC announced that they would not let USO buy any more futures contracts, which you can learn about more on my previous USO video, the SEC and Commodities Futures Trading Commission have launched an investigation into USO. I'm going to be talking about this breaking news plus other red flags about USO that none of these other big YouTubers pumping the stock have even mentioned to you guys. To give you guys some background, the May oil contracts ended up going negative in price. It was absolutely mad, but USO narrowly escaped that by having already shifted most of their investments onto the June contract. Super close call, and well, USO ended up changing their entire investment portfolio after that to minimize their risk. Previously, USO dabbled in the spot market, which simply is just like the current price of oil, and now what USO has done is they've shifted their entire portfolio into longer term futures contracts. As a result, these longer term futures contracts are less volatile and less risky. Now, the SEC is taking a look at this and frankly, they're scratching their heads. USO has long been invested in the spot price of oil. In fact, oil has recovered over 300%, whereas USO only a measly 50%. And so, the SEC wants to know if USO had adequately warned their investors about this, because a lot of people, especially young investors, piled into USO expecting huge returns. I mean, oil went up 300%, but USO only 50%. And so the SEC wants to figure out, did USO give enough warnings to their investors that, hey, listen, we used to track the spot price of oil, that's what we tried to do, but guess what? We've kind of invested in longer term futures contracts, so that's not happening anymore. Wait, what? Whoa, you thought I was done? Nope. There are a ton of more red flags about USO stock. And by the way, shout out to On Borrowed Time. He touched on USO in his video. He went over all the red flags, did a crazy amount of research. And by the way, I have that video linked down below if you guys want to check it out. So last month alone, USO had over 10 8K filings. To keep it simply, an 8K filing is basically when any major changes happen, and it's an update on that. So on April 21st, USO said that they would be shifting approximately 55% of their portfolio into the crude oil futures contracts of the July contract, approximately 5% of its portfolio in the August contract. Now, 2 days later, they said 20% of their portfolio in the June contract, 40% in the July contract, and then 20% in the August contract and 20% in the September contract. Then on the 30th, it just gets out of hand at that point. They're talking about investing in crude oil traded on the Dubai and Singapore exchanges. So, I mean, they're called the United States Oil Fund. Doesn't really seem like a United States oil fund if you're investing in oil in other countries. Like, does that even make any sense? And so this is just some of the red flags that you as an investor in USO or a potential investor in USO should be knowing about. But USO, they have not really done a good job in keeping investors up to date with these things. Obviously, they do their filings and all, but even the SEC is investigating as to whether they have adequately informed investors as to what's going on with the stock. Like, why is it not moving in correlation with oil and everything? Like, it's just a mess at this point. And so please do your own research, check out other YouTubers like On Borrowed Time, and if you have any other information you'd want to share, please let me know down in the comments section what you guys have to say. That's it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe. We hit 200 subscribers a couple days ago. The channel is going to keep growing, so make sure you join, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Peace.